Hey guys, I'm Grant and I'm the bassist for the Modern Cinematic. Just to make it sound sort of unique, you have to sort of make compromises a little bit just to make our own individual elements blend in together to make the Modern Cinematic sound on this EP. Because we don't have the same influences growing up, it definitely if all the five members have the one influence in the band and you go to write music, subconsciously you will write to that sound without actually realizing it, and therefore you'll be stuck in that sort of that element or that sound that you grew up with. With five different backgrounds, we're actually able to have a lot more diversity with what we're writing and sort of have every person's influence blend into that sound. It's just an amazing thing to be able to sit down with five individual people and I guess create a sound with such a great result and say, well, here, this is our sound. Something we can be really happy and proud of. It is very frustrating at times. A lot of times you'll know what you're playing, but when it comes to actually comes to recording it, you realise, you'll be playing off time the whole time, or something just doesn't seem right, and that is very frustrating. It can be very sort of not so much demoralising, but it can definitely put a dent in your confidence. But like having said that, you actually learn in the process, and that's what makes you evolve as a musician. That makes you realise, hey, if I'm not doing this right the first time, then I have to change. I have to change the next time. I have to, learn to play more in time. I have to, there's things that I have to do as a musician. Maybe change my technique, or change just little things that you realise you weren't doing right in jamming, that you realise you're not doing right in the recording process. Like I said, it is very frustrating, but it's very rewarding in the end, because then you actually get to hear the songs in their full element, and you hear like every little aspect that you want to hear, or every aspect that was meant to be in there. You hear it clearly, and it's not lost in sort of the ambience of the room when you're jamming in the track room or something like that. So when you play something, perfectly, no matter how many takes it took, it really does boost your confidence, and in the end you can listen to it and say, yeah, I played that. That's the most rewarding part, I think, and it helps you as a musician. It's something you have to deal with, is maybe come to terms with the fact that you weren't as good as you thought you were, and you have to change because of that. But like I said, evolution is everything in music. You can't just, as an individual and as a band, you can't just stick in the one spot. You have to evolve as a musician, and that's definitely something that I've done after this EP. I have evolved, and I do know a lot more about the writing process and a lot more about the recording process now.